Hello my wonderful Weasels, welcome back to the Game Cave. My name is Weasel Bandit. We will continue our efforts here in Prison Architect, where in the last video we actually went down a whole full $1 million in debt. So we are now currently only owing, we currently now only owe $1.5 million. So that is extremely awesome and extremely great. Yeah. I'd like to know what exactly these flags are for. If they get put there so the dogs will look at it, or if the guards at some point will look at it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it has its reasons. But anyways, it's because of the dogs, and more often than not it feels like they just put the flags there without having a reason for it. Yeah, I don't know. But never mind, we will just start off by fast forwarding through what happens here, and we'll see if anything interesting happens. So, see you after the fast forwarding. Right, so I've been thinking, I think that I would like to exchange these two rooms, the exports and the garbage, because, well, garbage gets pretty full and exports, well, there's not really much going on there. So it just makes sense to switch the one that gets full to the larger area. However, I don't know what will happen when I do that. If it will now then start to prioritize the garbage collection rather than the export. And where is the export? It should be here somewhere. Come on, come on, come on. I hate it when this happens. You just stare. Yeah, there it is. You just get blind from just staring at it, and yeah. Right, so I'm curious to see what will happen now. If they'll simply start to transfer the garbage from there to there, and then when new trucks come in, I like to see what they prioritize. Now. What do they do? Okay, it's still exports by the looks of it. Alright, we don't have anything to export at the moment, but in the morning I'll take a look at it. Okay, there's some now. What will happen? There's some also. It's still the exports that get prioritized. But at least now we have more room to store the garbage in, which is good, since we have a tendency to clog up the garbage area. Sure. Also, one thing that I wanted to, well, work on in this video was the surplus of kitchen trays that we had in the last video. It has really helped a lot what we did in the last video, but I am not entirely certain if we have done enough. But perhaps it looks as though that we have done enough. I mean, right now there aren't any trays just lying around. Oh, there it is. There's some. So we might just want to dump some of these stacks. But you know what? You don't have to. Oh, one escape again! Whoa! Someone has stuck his way out. Wow. Okay then. Well, that That calls for a shakedown. So you can't trust the dogs. Or, well, perhaps this has been an indicator too, or as to where I should have been looking. I don't know. Because now it says that there is something to look at there, but I doubt that they have dug a way out, like, through here. It just doesn't make any sense to do that. So we'll just take a look. We have a shakedown at the moment, and then we'll prioritize like these. See if that will give us any clue as to where it started. There it is, yeah. He just dug straight out. And instead of digging out and then going to there, he just digs out there too, and instead of just going one forward, he goes this way. Yes. Whoa, so there were actually more tunnels. So they had almost dug their way all the way through here. Okay, wow, so one prisoner has escaped, but it could have been even more. Okay, then. So does that mean that there are others too? Yes. Okay, so apparently relying solely on dogs to discover tunnels when they sniff about around the prison and in the kitchen cells, it's not enough. It is not enough, apparently. Which would have been nice to know. Which would have been very nice to know, because I was just under the impression that simply by having dog patrols at all times inside the prison that they would discover these. Of course, that could be because we don't have enough dogs on these patrols, because like we have one dog patrolling this area and this area and this area and this area. So, but is that enough? Should we have more on that? Let's see, how far does that dog go before it gets tired? Because if that dog only takes one of these and then it has to go back and catch its breath, then perhaps it doesn't. You know what, I'm gonna try to do this, and then I'll get back to you once I have I've done what I wanted to do here. Right, so what I have done here now is that I have split up each section of the prison blocks here. Earlier, the one dog would go from here, check out all of these cells, and then walk over here and check out. I don't know if it went full Canadian there, and then check out all of these cells here. Instead, I have just made these separate, well, prison blocks, areas. So these, these will have their own individual patrol routes. These cell areas here, unlocked there also. Yeah, but I have also increased how many dogs we want here. So now each patrol route will have 3 dogs on, except for these over here because they are smaller, so they'll have 2. I might at some point connect these 2 and then remove a dog or 2 from each of these. Oh, no dogs there for some reason. I missed that. Let's just see dogs everywhere. Awesome. So I'm looking forward to see how this will do. But of course that means that we will probably have to hire some more dog handlers. We have 60 at the moment, which will probably not be enough. But let's see how many of these gets filled. Yeah. As far as I have calculated, 3 times 4 times 8. Oh, I missed a step there because 3 times 4 is 12. So it's 12 times 16. Whew, those are some big numbers. Well, let's say 10 times 16, that's 160. And then 2 times, that's 192. So that means well over 200 guard dogs or dog handlers to facilitate this. You know what, I'm gonna do a little bit of... Yeah, I'm gonna do what I talked about before and then remove 2 dogs from either of this. That should help a bit. Just a teeny bit. So I'll get back to you once I've done that. Alright, so now we have 6, 8, 10 in each block. And we have 10 of those, except we have... In these we have 6. So 6 times 4, that's 24. And then we have 10 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 120 plus 24. That's 144 dogs that we will have to have active inside the prison. Then we also have these out here, there, and there, and there. So that's 148 dogs. But we will also need to be able to have some of the dogs sleeping. So we will probably have to... What will we do? What will we do? We don't have any room inside the prison here. So this seems so far away, but yeah. I'm just gonna put this in here. And yeah. Let's put those in there. And then we can hire some more dog handlers, yeah. Let's say 160. Of course, that will set us back quite a bit money-wise, but we still have less debt than when we started this episode, so that's good. Alright, let's see how we are faring here. Most of these has been filled. It might look as though I will need like 20 more. What I want to do here is to have a fully self-sufficient prison, where you don't have to rely on doing a shakedown every night. And I want to see if these dog handlers will do that trick, if they'll do that. So I'm gonna hire 20 more. Yeah. And see if that did anything to the patrols. Why aren't these being filled? How come? Yeah, so this is a bit of a problem here. There's way too many. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's like 13, 15. So that's only like 60 here. So we will have to expand this. Oh, we will need to build a foundation instead. You know what? For the sake of not having the dog handlers walk so far, I'm gonna exchange. No, I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna build some dog handling places, dog pens, some kennels here instead, because that's just faster. Let's just do that. Concrete, there it is. And then let's say 22 times, I don't know, how much do you think is needed? 20. Let's just say that. Oh, what now, Warden? Subsidence of the land has destroyed a section of our outer wall. You should have it repaired immediately. The identities of a number of witnesses in the federal prosecution case have been leaked, and some of them are inmates in our prison. Hits have been taken out of them, but we need them alive. You need to identify the prisoners and keep them... Yeah, so that has happened before. Okay, let's just do this in the chronological order that they come in. The different problems here. Yeah. Alright then, so we will need to look at intelligence and our informants. We don't have many... Oh, we have federal witness there. So he should be in protective custody. Yes. Where are the others? There's one, two. Protective custody. Yes. Okay, so was that all? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we just need one more. Oh. Oh, there it is. He's there. Alrighty then. Then I think that I will make this over here protective custody instead, once that has been dealt with. Once we have built the entire kennel right here. Alright, so building a larger dog kennel has certainly made some improvements for our having all the spots filled in our dog patrol. So I'm really hoping that they will catch the escapees in the act when they try to escape. But yeah, there's certainly a lot of dogs sniffing pretty much everywhere in the prison right now. It may be overkill, but I just want to make sure that no one will be able to make a tunnel without us knowing it. But they may be unable to realize that something has been dug, and perhaps they can only find contraband. I don't know. If so, we might have to rely on a daily shakedown instead. I don't know, maybe. Alright, so we got a new job from the CEO. So some cost-saving measures. We need you to reduce the meal quantity and meal variation policies in your prison to low, so we can see what effect this have. Okay, that's pretty easy, and that brings us more money. So, yeah, we can do that. Alright then, it looks like I am ready to tell you guys what I have been doing for the past, well, long time. What I've done is that I have moved my kennel from over here to here. I've increased the size and how many dogs it can fit. I have also made this entire area where I have put fences around earlier in the playthrough. I have put that as a protected custody, so that it's only the prisoners who are in protective custody that are in here at this moment, or are allowed in here. So that means that all of the witnesses that we do have here, federal witness, oh, that's ex-law enforcement, okay. Yeah, why not? It says 6 surviving witnesses. I'm assuming that one of them, one of the 7 that were there before, has been released, since I don't have any deaths in custody in here, so I can only think that is. But it fits, let's say 4 times 3, that's 12. It fits 24 prisoners in here. And they have their own laundry, they have their own visitation, they have their own cleaning cupboard, their own canteen, and their own kitchen. Oh, I might as well just put some work in there too, because now that we have the prisoners over here, they can actually go in here and help with the work that is needed. So that is great, that is good. And that really means that this over here is pretty self-sufficient. It has its own yard. They have the same, well, cells that the others do. There's even room, like, around here to build something else if something else is needed, like a workshop or perhaps a common room or something else like that. So there's room for that, to do that there. So whenever we have someone we want to put in protective custody, that could also be like, let's see, ex-law enforcement, or let's see, if we put, come on, if we put these guys in here, we can see who is being targeted. Come on. Yes. Right. So that means that all of these guys, of course, are targets because, well, they are federal witnesses and there has been put a contract on them. But we also have all of these guys. These guys, this. So all of these guys we could potentially put over here in protective custody. Let's see how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, that's weird to count in another language. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 4, 5. So if it weren't for these guys over here who's like special cases, we could actually fit most of the guys who are targets. And by that we could minimize the risk of someone being killed in our prison, which would be quite good. I'm also thinking that this up here could be utilized into like a maximum security wing, so that only the prisoners who are very troublesome and who makes a lot of trouble, that they can come up there. Of course, that's. I think that I will leave this be, and then when I upload this, and if you guys want to play this prison, then you can decide what you want with it. You can do whatever you think is best for it. So I think that works quite well. Even though that we have spent money on all of this and spent money on a lot of other stuff here, like a lot of new dogs and all of that, we've still gone down in debt like 300 grand. We owe 300 grand less now than we did when we started this episode, and I think that's really swell. Also, it looks as though that we have found the right balance between the exports and the garbage. We don't have much in exports and we don't have much garbage right here. So that looks extremely well. I am beginning to be really happy and really satisfied with this prison as it is now. So a few more episodes and then I think that this prison is fully self-sufficient and ready to be uploaded for you guys to play. One thing that I would like to do before I end this video is, first of all, having this one run its clock, but also I want to have one more shakedown to see if it has made any differences between having all these dogs. But I can see right now that there is actually one prison cell in which it isn't counted as a prison cell. So let's just see. It is right there. There it is. This means that the dogs have actually found out that there was a tunnel being dug right here. Which of course means that the dog patrols are working. I like that. I love that. We won't need to have a daily shakedown if it works as well as it looks like it's working. Okay, so now it ran out. The federal witness. Let's see, where are they? They are... Aren't they over here? They are there, so they are being transferred away from the prison. It would seem so. Yep, they are being released. Yes, they are. Awesome. Great, so now we have this place here. And let's just put you back in normal security. Yeah. So we have this if we want to use it at some point. Which means that we can also deploy the guards here. And yeah. And also the dog patrols that I have put in here. Awesome. Great, now that we are getting to the point where they shall sleep, we will do one last shakedown to see if there should be any, if there is any, well, tunnels being dug or that are being digged. Yeah, I can see that it has gone down from 552 to 550, which means that somewhere, oi, that is huge. Awesome. So this has been found by the dogs because it was already, it had already been found before I hit the shakedown button. So that is awesome. That is amazing. That is great. I like that. I love that. The system is working. The prison is working, and it is great. Of course, that is quite a long tunnel to go unnoticed. That is like really a really long tunnel to have gone unnoticed, but yeah, we luckily will have a few more videos to test this out. Okay, so one more cell has been found where they have begun to dig that is right here that is very new. And that could both be the dogs that found it or the shakedown. Either way, I'm happy that it was found. And we'll just see if anything else comes up. Alright, I'm gonna go in here and change the escape attempt punishment for to something much worse than before, because I want people to be frightened of getting caught for an escape attempt. So that looks like it's working. And no other escape attempts have been found, and I think that's good. But I also think that I've seen an increase in escape attempts ever since I scaled down the punishment for the escape attempt, so that might be linked as well. But for now, I think that I will end this episode. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Weasel Bandit. We will soon be completely debt-free. Look at that, down to 1.1, but around $1.2 million in debt. That is great, amazing. I am looking forward for this prison to actually make a profit. So with that, look at this. Isn't this a beautiful sight as well? Nothing to export, no garbage piling up, which means that we have found the balance that we're looking for. Do we have raw wood material in here? We have plenty. That is amazing. We have found what we are looking for. We might have to dump all of this at some point, but we have found the balance that we're looking for. Now we just need to figure out the balance with these food trays, but anyways, it's not as big a problem as it was earlier. We can just do this clear indoor area now that they are actually lying right there for us. That makes it a lot easier for us to dump a lot of trays all at once. So yeah, that does look much better. I was about to say that does look a lot better now. It looks really, really great. We have a lot of trays still, but it's nothing alarming. Well, except for this place right here. You know what, I'm just gonna clear indoor area right about here, and then cancel the job now before anyone comes to actually remove the furniture and the floor and everything. So that looks pretty well. I'm gonna do that here also. Yes, looks great. And then cancel. Oh, of course, then we need to mark this as a kitchen as well, or again. Yeah, one more time here. All of the trays there are being disposed of. Oh. Yeah. Now they have come and gotten one of the sinks. Yeah. Might just have to put that back later on. Okay. Let's just do this and then put it back to a kitchen. And then do the clear indoor area once more right here. That does not seem to work. So we might have to dump all of these manually. Right, and then we have to put this sink back from where we took it. Wow, there's a lot of trays here as well. Right, this is something that we can do in the next episode. Thank you guys for being here. My name is Weasel Bandit. I will see you in the next episode. So, bye.